Greetings, friends. It's a Monday afternoon flowing into the first week of December. This is December the 1st. A number of years ago, when I was doing a lot of radio on a regular basis every day on a big, large radio station that broadcasts around the world, at 7:15 every morning when I came on with Morning Sounds, I always made a point of saying right away, it's the 1st of December. Welcome to Morning Sounds. Boom. And then we would play Joy to the World. Now that was my way of kind of just making a point that we are done with the Thanksgiving season, and now we are into the Christmas season. And because it's the 1st of December, we have, it's still fun and fine now to play Christmas carols without sacrificing the fact that we had not given full attention to the Thanksgiving Day holiday. So that was something I always did, Joy to the World on the 1st of December. That's always been a good starting point for a number of things, because you realize here we are, 31 days left in this calendar year. For those of us who celebrate the Judaic calendar, it means that we're just about done with the first quarter, and we're going to take some analysis to see if we're making the kind of progress we want for the rest of our calendar, or traditional, or kind of a financial or programmatic year. So there we go. And I have been going with interesting ideas, because ideas are everything in many ways. Ideas can lead to innovation, but then innovation has to lead to implementation. But in effect, we've always said, hey, interesting ideas lead to what? They lead to good ideas. And good ideas can lead to greater insight. Greater insight can lead to greater influence. And greater influence can lead to greater impact. And greater impact can lead to greater income. And that's kind of a formula, not only for what you might call a good life program, but it also very much reflects the way we go and grow. And so we had interesting ideas for for a good long time. But then I replaced it. I said, what if everything you thought you knew was wrong? That would be certainly a challenge. That would be an inconvenient idea. And that kind of stuck. And so I've decided that going forward, every Monday, my mandate is to talk to you and ask you to join the conversation. Literally. Some of you, I'm going to be calling up and saying, hey, this is Stan. I'm in the What It Takes radio studio. Find a place where you can get your Zoom stuff together, and you're going to be involved, as we're going to be talking about inconvenient ideas. Inconvenient ideas. Those are ideas that, we can't dismiss, and they're a little bit of a challenge, and we're not so sure that we agree with them, but they cause us to think and go and grow because they're inconvenient. I'm just going to ask you to think about what some of them might be. However, I saw this weekend an incredible video that was incredible in terms of Christmas people celebrating and the Christmas scenes that went with it. And I knew it couldn't be real. It had to be fake. However, there was so much real stuff to it that it couldn't be totally fake. And so the inconvenient idea that came to me, and when I shared it with another person, and they said, that might be a real inconvenient idea that we have to deal with in our world today. I said, here's the problem with that. I said, first of all, it is too real to be a fake. But it's too too fake, too unreal to be real. It's too real to be a fake, and it's too much of a fake to be real. Now, could that be possible? Well, I've been thinking about that, and so I developed our new logo thanks to my AI robot. He came up with a number of ideas, and finally it's just Stan Hustad with his bald head and his spectacle glasses, and kind of a many years ago picture, but still kind of okay. And it's Stan Hustad with Inconvenient Ideas. And of course, everything has to have a microphone, because in today's world, if you want to be successful, here's a very inconvenient idea. You're going to have to learn performance marketing and performance mentoring and performance selling. You're going to have to learn how to be behind a microphone. Now, it may not be golden, as I have one here, but that's reality. There's going to be a lot of things that are fake, but they seem real. And they're too real to be a fake, but they are. You get it? The program had just incredible amounts of wonderful people that can't be just made up. So it was real. But so much of it was things that couldn't be, so it was fake. But it was inspiring, it was connecting, it was storytelling, but it was too much of a fake to be real. That's the world of AI and of worldwide media communication today that we're going to have to deal with. What is real and what is fake, and what if it's both? An inconvenient idea. And for many of you, now please keep in mind, I've been doing this in front of a microphone for many years. However, you need to know that the years ago Myers-Briggs tested out rightly that I was an off-the-wall introvert. And you know what? I still am. But I learned that I was going to have to learn how to speak, and I was going to have to learn how to act and perform. And since I loved radio, and if I wanted to do it, I had to learn new ways of being different. And you are going to have to continue to learn new ways right now of being different. Inconvenient idea number 3 for today. Well, there we go. Now, I can help you in many ways, because right now what you need is to learn how to do this. You need to learn how to think critically in such a way that you can deal with some of the new realities. And you're going to have to learn how to tell stories, how to stream your stories, how to sell your goods, services, and most importantly, yourself. And it's all going to have to be part of a purposeful strategy that you and all of your colleagues are going to have to know, believe in, take part in, and be good in. In fact, you may even have to be great. And having to be great is certainly another inconvenient idea. I'm done with enough inconvenient ideas for a Monday, but that's the way we are going to be doing it. And every day we will be doing not inconvenient ideas, but we have to daily do what we are called to do, but in different realms, in different subjects, and in different opportunities. And that's what I will have to do now. Those are the many sticks that I'm going to have to pick up. As I say, pick up more sticks in 26. Pick up more ways of making money, having fun, and pleasing others, and maybe even pleasing God. Thank you for your time on this Monday, and we'll be back. And I hope to hear from you. Reach out to me at stan@witradio.net, stan@witradio.net. Till next time, have a good week. Get ready to celebrate your holidays, however you do and whatever they are, and do them well. And remember to treat every person you meet as if they were the most important person in the world. Boy, that's an inconvenient idea.